Derek, also known as Little Water, also known as the Red Fox. And we're gonna go up in Canyon de Chelly for a little 2-hour ride this afternoon. I'm excited. I did it last year and it was so much fun. I gotta come back and do it again. What's your horse's name?
Stealth.
Stealth.
Yeah.
He's gelded, yeah?
Yep.
Wow.
He still acts like a stud though.
He does.
Yeah.
I can see he's got spirit. He's kind of mean. I mean, not mean, but he's bold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin was telling me about how he fought off a wild stallion not long ago, or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a trip. Yeah. Here we are riding through Canyon de Chelly, and we've seen wild turkeys. We've seen thousands of years old petroglyphs. Seen a 1,000-year-old Navajo named Derek.
You know what I always think about these thorns?
Yeah.
I don't know what they did to
Ow.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the crown of thorns. They put that right on his head.
Turn right here. Right here, where this crack that goes down.
All right, here's an octopus in the middle of Canyon de Chelly. Come on, Winters. And all of these holes here were carved in to support branches or support beams to build a hogan or a shelter outside. They built a shelter for that guy right there. Going into Derek's cave by the spring. Very, very cool. Wow, and the light comes in. This is nice. Wow.
Yes, the ring of life.
Look at that. The ring of life.
And frogman.
A human, that's frogman. That's something.
There's fireworks.
Wow. Think how old that is. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This one too, look. But this one has fireworks.
This is where I used to crawl up and down.
I bet you did.
Daddy, can I climb up there too?
What's your name?
Daddy.
What's your name?
Audrey.
Very nice.
Okay.
Do you guys live in this cave?
No.
There's Derek, Little Water, AKA the Red Fox. And your name is? Aaron.
Darren.
And there you go. Look at all right, everybody say their name. There we go. Here we are. That's what it looks like out there. This is what it looks like here. This is what I look like. Was it cold last night?
It was cold last night.
But did you have fun camping?
Yes.
You look so cute in that cowboy hat, honey. I love your little dress. Here's where the girls slept last night. And here they are having marshmallows for breakfast. You're the cutest thing that ever lived. What are you reading? You're reading the map?
Not your heads. It's this.
Is it nice? Good for you. Following Little Water, we're up on top of a mesa, and I'm following him to this archaeological site. We're almost there. Supposedly it's up near there. This is amazing. So beautiful. On the mesa, and here are pottery shards. Look at the patterns. So beautiful. There's just pottery all over this area. And little habitations. Just so gorgeous. Oh my God. This is a lifelong dream come true for me. We're here at the archaeological site. What's the name of it in Navajo? Or is there a name? This is just your site.
I just call it No Man's Land.
This is No Man's Land. Okay. This is Derek, otherwise known as Little Water. And tell me the first time you found this.
The first time I found this was when I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
I was just wandering out here just to go for a little walk.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, this is what I found. Back when I found it, all this animal poop wasn't here.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a body in here.
Wow.
And,
A whole human body.
Yes.
And a skull?
There was a skull, but I think the skull washed away.
Uh-huh. Or
But
maybe someone took it.
Yeah, I have a couple of sites over on this side. I'm gonna show Doug here. But this is where.
So there was a skull in there.
Yeah, a whole body that was sticking out.
Wow.
But
And then it may have washed down here somewhere.
Yes.
There's pottery shards all over.
There's clue.
This is a red pottery.
Wow.
This is a red pottery.
Look at that beautiful red coloration.
The red pottery, it was used for like ceremonial stuff.
Wow.
And this is a white pottery.
Uh-huh.
There's only two types of potteries, a red pottery and a white pottery. This one was a white pottery. It just turned gray over the times.
Amazing.
The white pottery was used for water, food, and everything.
And we walk down the wash here. Here's a lid. This is the lid, the rim of an olla, of a large pot. And then here, this was made where they formed the clay inside of a reed basket. So these imprints here are from the wicker or the reeds that were wrapped around, and that's how they made this. Amazing.
Let me show you the other one.
And here's some with markings on it. Look at that, and look at that. So do you think that skull is down here somewhere?
It probably washed away downwards that way.
Yeah.
It was right here where these other bones are at. Look.
Oh, this is human bone.
There's trails of bones that are coming out from here.
Okay.
And then there's also
All right,
one
let's
right
go up and see the other side.
There's also one that's right here.
This is clearly a metatarsal. That's a finger bone. That's a human finger bone from the body that washed out of that site.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. Okay, onward and upward. Here is a piece of either humerus or tibia from a human. And more bone fragments down there. Look at all the amazing pottery. Whole area is just littered with pottery fragments. Just beautiful. Huge habitation up on this mesa. There's indications of foundation stones
Uncle.
for habitat.
Uncle Doug.
Oh, nice, Audrey. Beautiful. A Navajo girl with Navajo pottery from her ancestors. Okay, this is a site that Derek found a long time ago. Describe what you saw.
Back in 2004.
Uh-huh.
This is another one that I found.
Yeah.
This was a whole body, half burnt.
So here are pottery shards. And this,
The hip bone.
that's a human sacrum. Here, I don't want to touch it, so. This is a human sacrum from one of
The
his
ancient people.
ancestors.
Yep.
And there's some more bone fragments.
Yeah.
Bone fragments there.
See, this is the one I'm talking about.
Oh, there. Now look at the
burnt one.
charring. Yeah. Here, scoop that over here closer so I can see it. Now here we have actual charring. So this was burnt, and you think it's possible that this was some kind of a cremation site or a
Yes.
maybe cannibalism?
Yes, cannibalism, I think.
You really think?
Yes.
They burnt this body, cooked it, and ate it. And here, look, here's a camp rock. That's been burned. That's singed rock.
Yeah. I mean, back in 2004, when I came upon this, I could literally see the whole thing that was laying right here. And half of the body was burnt from the waist on down. And then now a couple of years went by, and to this day I came back over here and the sand covered back over it. Yes.
And look at these large pottery fragments. Just something else. I wish we could find some skull. But there is a human sacrum right there. This is the tailbone just above the coccyx. Beautiful. This was another skeleton that Littlewater found.
Yeah, this is a leg bone. And when I found this one, it was curled up.
Here's the whole body. There's a piece of pottery.
The leg bone.
And there's the whole body curled up under there. There is some organic material still clinging to that bone. I don't know whether that's clothing or perhaps
So this one,
organic.
the head, it was way in there. And the leg right here. So when I found this, he or she was laying like this. It was kind of like laying like this.
Wow.
And back in the old days, this is how they used
They
to
buried
bury
them.
the natives.
Wow.
Because when you're in your mother's womb,
That's how you're...
yes, that's how you came out.
I'm gonna go around to another angle here and look at that. An ancestor of Littlewater and his family. Here's the other angle of the body where we took the picture of the leg bone before. And here is some organic material. I don't know whether this is clothing. That might be from a pack rat or something.
Yeah.
But here are ribs of this individual. It looks like there's a piece of spine. And is that a skull way back there? I don't know. Let me see. No. That's from a pack rat. There's vertebrate. There's spinal column right there. Yeah. Amazing, buddy. Huh. This is something else.
Daddy, we saw a cave.
I'm blown away. I'm gonna look clear down
Yes.
into this crevice.
This is the skull that I was telling Doug
It's
about.
a human skull. Hit that button again. All right, pull that light back. There we go. That is the top of a human cranium. There's the eye socket, and that's the cranium. And so that's a body buried under there. Amazing. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Hold on.
So
let's
back
see if I
in-
can-
So back
Get a
in
better
2004, when I discovered this, the whole thing was laying here. And ever since then, like 3 months ago, I just barely came back out here and I wanted to show Doug the whole body, but the sand blew back it over. So
That's amazing, buddy. Respect to you, dead warrior. Is the bottom of the skull. All right, don't shine the light directly on it because it whites it out. Just move the light to the side a little bit. There we go. That is a human skull of a Navajo warrior that lived in this area thousands of years ago. Absolutely amazing, and it could be this guy's great-great-great-great-grandfather. The sand has been blown in and covered up most of them. There was another body under here. Little Water found all of these, but most of them, the erosion has come in. The wind-blown deposition has come in and covered them up, which I suppose is as it should be.
1,000 years ago, where I'm standing at, this was a whole village.
All this area
and
here.
then the way they got their water supplies, right across where the dark lines are coming down, those desert
That
varnish.
overhang?
There's a little ladder pole. It goes halfway, and there's a little tiny hole in it. And they used to reach their hands in there and get the water
And the
out.
water seeped out.
Yes.
That's how they had to survive out here.
And then my great-great-grandparents, the way they got their water is right behind on the other side of the hill.
At a spring.
Yes.
Wow. And here's the Navajo children playing in the land of their ancestors. Do you guys, is this special to you guys? What does it mean to you to be with where your great-great-great-great-grandparents lived and ate and played and worked, and little Navajo children just like you played right here?
This right here, the white rock.
So that's kind of calcium carbonate, it looks like.
Just crush it.
And
comes the
there's
sand.
flakes of it all over here. So they would
And
crush
then,
that
And then they use the leaves.
of
They
this
grind
plant,
it all up
make
into
a paste.
and then they use animal urine.
Animal urine would
Then
fix it.
make the stain. Yes. So
And then
that's
they
what
would
used
paint
to
that on
use.
the pottery
Yes.
or
The
on
pottery
pictographs.
or the pictoglyphs, yeah. And this, the yucca. This they use it for like blankets, quilts,
The fiber,
and string.
and then they
yeah.
would make the
See?
needle
Yes.
out of the leaf.
Yes. Yeah. It comes off just like that. And this was
The fiber.
thread into.
What do you think of that, bud? Pretty amazing.
And also,
Pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
And also, this is my first clan right here. The yucca.
Oh, the
fruit.
Yucca clan.
Yes.
Okay, now let's thank Daddy for everything he knows about his people. You guys should learn from your dad this very cool stuff. Remember this. When you're an old lady, I want you to remember this stuff, okay? And for tens of thousands of years, humans have sat in this beautiful vista and looked out here and seen this gorgeous area. What do you think there was maybe habitation under the rim rock here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they would have gone, built ruins underneath here before all these rocks down here fell down,
The darker color ones.
the dark ones.
Yes.
And so there was probably habitations under here.
And these people here, they were called the surface dwellings.
Oh, surface dwellers.
Yes.
Okay. So they did not live in the canyon.
No. Yes. And these surface dwellings, they also used to. They were the lookouts for the people that live at the bottom in
Okay.
the valley.
So they would have a habitation up here on top of the mesa, and they could see the habitations on the other mesas and signal to them with smoke signals. So if someone was coming, they would know.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Tommy, go get back.
there's the village. You ever shot a deer up here?
Yep.
This is a perfect ambush spot for a deer.
Yeah.
Navajo warrior up on top of his lookout, peering out for any unwary white people that walk in.
I'm looking for a hole.
Yeah, a hole in the rock?
Yeah. I wanted to show you one of those, the one that they
Oh,
they
grinder.
make, yeah, they make little holes in it for the water.
This was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream come true for me. We went to an undiscovered ancient Navajo site. Indians have been there. Derek found it in 2004. He was the first person to be there since the Navajos lived there. And the area was littered with habitations, pottery, other stone tools, petrified wood, and of course the most exciting thing was the burial sites. We found at least 5 or 6 different burial sites, most of which were covered with sand, but 3 or 4 of which we documented on film, including one human cranium. We showed respect for the dead. We did not physically lay hands on the bones, and we did move them with sticks or whatever, but we documented and showed respect and saw just some beautiful things. It was an absolute amazing, amazing thing for me. I really enjoyed it. Okay, Little Water's grandmother and her husband built this hogan 50 or 60 years ago. The roof has caved in, but you can see that it is all hand hewn and hand constructed with nails. There's some bricks down at the bottom, but they cleared that all off with a hatchet. And this is where she lived as a child, and Little Water played here when he was a little boy too. But this is all Little Water's land, and we're gonna rebuild this thing together. We come up this trail, the car was down there, and we walked up here. And did your family find this?
Yes, my
Okay.
great-grandma.
Great grandma.
Yeah.
Now here we go. The rainwater comes down here,
But this one's coming out naturally from,
and it's a spring.
from the ground.
And also, and there you go, fresh water. You could drink down there, dig that out, and that would allow you to survive clear back here, right, Sophie?
Okay.
You could survive here? Could you survive here, Audrey?
Yes.
Could you survive here, Dominique?
Yes.
Could you survive here, Jeremiah?
Yes.
How about you?
Yes.
Okay. I could survive here too. Okay. This is called an Indian softball. Right here. You can make it survive. Isn't that cool looking? Here's an ancient Navajo sweat lodge. They would heat those rocks and these rocks and place them in, and then get in here and sweat.
That's a men's sweat lodge.
So you would actually crowd in there
Daddy,
and sweat.
can you go shoot?
I would get in there,
Go over there
but
behind
I
the
think
tree.
there's too many spiders. Here's Little Water with one of his former horses, one he used to love. Unfortunately, it was so delicious, we ate that bad boy. All right, make his lower jaw go so he can talk. Hello, Uncle Doug. Why did you kill me? Chomp, chomp, chomp. Very cool. Horse skull out in the middle of
The
Navajo
desert.
country with wild horses out there. Wild, wild
That's
horses
Brian.
couldn't keep
Dad, can
me
you give me that water bottle?
away.
Wash my hands.
And these are wild cattle that are not claimed by anybody. And that guy used to love them. The erosive power of water. That cliff is probably 120 feet high. There's a dead cow. And here it goes right down the middle of this whole wash. I'm sure that at night this is full of deer and everything else,
Yep.
don't you think?
Yes.
And bears, maybe? Who knows? Maybe there's a bear in there. Who knows?
There's no bear.
There's no bear in there?
They catch a
Maybe,
fly.
how about Bigfoot? Hey. Hey, what's up? What's up, Mr. Raven? What's up?